What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Non Fungible Guys. We'll start this off with a Happy New Year to all the listeners and my co-host Devon. Happy New Year's 2023.
Thanks, man. How's it going?
No problem. If you're new to the podcast, which, you know, at this point, we should stop saying it because you know what? New year, new us. But no, I'm kidding.
I love that.
But we're a Web3 podcast. We talk about blockchain tech. We talk about cryptocurrencies, mostly NFTs, mostly Cardano, but we're getting a little bit away from that. We're going rogue on other chains now. So watch out for us. But I'm one of your hosts, NFG Ryan. Sitting across from me, we're back in studio, is
Devon Codrington.
Devon C. Codrington, folks.
I know, I didn't drop it because I was like, I actually realized I hadn't not said it in quite some time. So
That's okay.
is it? Yeah, I said that right. Yeah,
You did.
Yeah.
So what's up, buddy? How was your... we actually spent New Year's together. It
Oh yeah,
doesn't
that's
happen all
true.
the
Right?
time.
You didn't expect that, did you?
I had a slight feeling you would show up because you're like you're not a you're like yeah I got plans and then it's like, oh, Devon's upstairs, and I'm like, I'm not shocked by
Yeah,
that.
you're not
like,
that surprised. Yeah.
Other people in our friends group would be surprised that you
Yeah.
just kind of like slide into the house, but I wasn't.
And the thing is, I didn't tell anyone because I knew you guys were there. But Sean called me, so I was like, all right, I'll tell him. But he never even responded. He was just like drunk or whatever. So I don't even think he got back to me. But I had plans, and I was in Toronto proper, like the core, and that day, and I was like, I just want to get out of here. I don't want to like wait around till midnight. That feels like way too long. So once I like started moving east, I was just like, forget it.
Drove an hour east just to...
Yeah. So I was just like, screw it. Yeah, let's go. And then drove out of the city, and it was nice because it's just, you know, it was so well, first of all, our boy's house is like, I love it. It's huge. It's ridiculous.
I love his house.
Right?
It's a perfect,
it's so good.
It's a perfect entertainment house.
It really, really is. And it's just so quiet. And like, you know, you're not going to get any noise complaints. You're not going to get anything. It's just like,
so I was like, onto a forest or something.
Yeah.
Right?
So I was like, you know what? This is the place to go. Like, chill New Year's. And the week's going to be wild. Let's just start off like with good company and keep it
you know
cool.
what's funny is I made it my mission. I didn't even like actively think it. I just like, you know what? I'm going to go to this party or this get together, and I'm not even going to talk about crypto and NFTs. I'm not even going to bring it up at all. And then once you showed up, I was like, I haven't said it. And then we started talking about it with some people.
When I walked in, they literally...
the girls were upstairs.
I walked in and I heard them say my name.
Yeah.
They were saying something. They're like, well, if Devon was here... And they're like, wait, what? And like, I was like, hey...
I was just upstairs saying I hadn't talked about NFTs.
Okay.
And they're like, well, if Devon was here, and then I must have went downstairs as you came in.
And then I came in, and they literally were like, we just mentioned you. And I was like, all right, let's start it up. But we didn't? I don't think we did.
Not really. No one really talked about it.
You know what? It's because we've been there, done that. Like, we're
like OGs in the space.
We've crossed that line with our friends many times.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I don't think anyone worries about it anymore, which is good for us. I don't have to like explain things every 5 minutes, because then, you know, like we're like drinking or whatever, then we start getting into it, and then, you know me, I can't stop talking. And yeah, rabbit hole.
Yeah, hey, you know what? At the end of the day, some of our friends are listeners, and it's a couple of them. It's like when we are together, I can actually have conversations now with them because they understand what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's actually
whether because
cool.
they do listen or because they've kind of done their own research a little bit, and they're like, "Oh, I was looking into this, looking into that." Yep. And shout out to Butler. Butler is one of the OG listeners that when we get together now, it's like, oh, we can have a full on conversation. So
yeah, that's true. It's actually, if it wasn't like, not like I have free time at much anyways, but over the holiday I did have some free time, and I was like, man, if this was like if I wasn't saddled with family, I would go and get a drink and do like a catch up. We should do that with him, like just to solely to talk crypto.
Yeah, he'd be down for sure. I think he's got some, I'd say, medical issues. That sounds like way worse than it is.
Yeah,
I think he's got some. Yeah, he's sick or something. Something's going on with him.
I didn't know
now.
that. Oh,
I think he's laid up in bed or something.
Oh,
so
snap. Okay.
Hopefully he's listening. Get better soon, big guy. Love you.
This podcast is not.
We haven't even
done it. We're just talking about our friends.
But this is what it is. We're all over the place in this.
That's hilarious.
Sometimes people want to know what we're up to.
That's true. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool.
I mean, it's like, what have you been up to crypto wise?
I don't even remember what we did. We had fettuccine last week. That was awesome.
We had Angel Baby Hit Squad founder Fettuccine.
Good way to end off the year.
I think so.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I guess I guess this is our first episode of the new year, and that was the last one.
That was the last one.
Did we even bring that up in the episode?
No.
We said Merry Christmas, but I guess because of the timing and the way the week worked.
Yeah. Because it was right after, we weren't thinking, because, sure, it got dropped on the Thursday we recorded earlier, so.
And this is dropping, we're dropping this in 2 days?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the 5th, and then...
It was squarely in the middle of our
Interesting.
Of our cycle.
That's hilarious. Okay, well...
Of our epic cycle, sorry. Okay, I'm really trying here.
Epoch? Epic?
It looks like epoch. It doesn't make any sense. It's so stupid.
Whatever.
All right,
Tomato.
Cool.
So do you want to start off with your DDC FTX SBF update?
So first of all, I couldn't remember the order, but I think I thought it was FT. I don't know. DCC FTX SBF. That's what it is?
It was DC FTX SBF update.
So I added the other C. So DC FTX SBF.
Oh, because Devon C. Codrington.
Yeah, I have to add another. This is stupid. Okay.
You name it hashtag whatever you want it.
This is your name.
What's your update?
Some of these are old because there's fresh stuff from today.
I'll say this. I know he pleaded not guilty today.
Yeah, he did.
I saw that.
That's what I was going to say at the end. But before, just to get you caught up, because we missed it when Fettuccine was on. And if you hadn't heard that episode, go listen. It's good. Good for the entrepreneurial mind. He was completely lying on his media tour. I know. I'm pretty shocked.
On his media tour?
Yeah, I remember when he was on all the podcasts and spaces being like, yeah, it was more than I thought. I didn't know, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, like when I messaged you.
Yeah, and then we actually heard him talking, and he was just like, yeah, it was oversight on my part.
Yeah, you mean he was lying?
Yeah, can you believe it?
Oh, my. Good thing I'm sitting down. I might have fallen and hit
blown
my head.
out. So he was lying because, Caroline, the girl, the master.
Almeida?
The mastermind.
The Almeida chick?
Yeah. Anyway, so Samuel told Gary Wang to build a backdoor from FTX to Alameda so that he can sweep funds. Like
this guy always wants to go backdoor, right? Why hackers always got to go through the backdoor?
Because that's
why not Mission Impossible and come through the ceiling?
They're gonna get caught.
Anyway, so she put a backdoor in.
No, he told Gary Wang to do that. And so that
and now it's a Wang. Like,
can you stop? So that's why he was blatantly lying, because he instructed that. Which the whole thing is, these are separate companies. I don't know how to operate them. Like Caroline runs that. Blah blah blah. Meanwhile, they're all in the same house, doing whatever they do and working and partying. And he's just like, "Yo, build a backdoor so we can like sweep funds out of Alameda, and then like Alameda, and like we can use it." So
allegedly, or was it proven?
It was revealed that he told Gary Wang to do that. And the reason we know a lot of this stuff. So, okay, but I'll get to this in a second. So Samuel also directed Caroline to send customer funds from FTX to Alameda in exchange for FTT. Of course, that's their,
which is
so that way they could keep it going, right? Like nice circle of influence. And then they're also saying Sam was still running the show even though he left Alameda and gave Caroline and Sam, co-CEO roles. He was still running everything. So Sam was running everything, Alameda and FTX, which we know was a lie. But here's the thing that was pretty cool earlier on that came out. And the reason a lot of this stuff that we know about is out is because Caroline and the memes and the headlines around this were so great. They're like, Caroline has executed the best trade that she has ever made. Here's the trade. She took the plea deal, $250K in bail. She's not allowed to have any travel documents, but she has to give full cooperation to authorities and zero jail time.
That's perfect.
What a deal. Tax charges, the tax fraud for the corporate tax fraud still stays, but whatever. White collar crap, who cares? Yeah. No jail time. Just rat on all your friends and $250K in bail. $250K is a laugh. Remember we talked about how much they had in the bank? They literally trying to deal with like 800 mil.
I'm no Caroline, just so you know, Devon. I won't Caroline you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'll go down with the ship, buddy.
Right? Same. Let's play the violin till the end. But like $250K, like when they remember we were talking about how they had hundreds of wallets and they were trying to sort out where $900 million is or 800. Like, so anyways, that's that.
Was it you telling me, was it last podcast that you brought it up that he had like $1 billion on his property or something in assets?
It was a couple podcasts ago.
Was it? Okay.
But yeah, isn't that nuts? Well, when you're dealing with that much.
He's in his 20s?
I forget. I had it up.
Not that it matters. Anyways,
whatever.
That's it for your DC FTX SBF?
He pleaded not guilty. Surprise, surprise. He wants the judge to keep his bail guarantor's secret because everything's frozen for him, of course, right? But here's the thing you got to think about, like. He asked the judge to keep his bail guarantor a secret because that means like he doesn't want the people that are funding his bail costs to be known. He wants them to be anonymous. But if you think to yourself, if I had $1 billion, I would have friends that have $1 billion,
right?
And
or senators,
you know,
parents.
Yeah, and like those people. You don't get $1 billion without operating in the gray. You know what I mean? So I'm sure that like he's had invites to rooms and situations where billionaires do things that are like just out of this world. So if he's been part of that world, I'm sure that they're just like, oh, we're gonna take care of our buddy Sam, and like so he wants that stuff secret. I don't know, I'm making this stuff up, but I'm pretty sure it's like got to be like for protection of the people that has. Yeah,
interesting.
I honestly don't believe like I don't feel. I feel that he doesn't have remorse. He doesn't care. Like
no, he doesn't seem like he blatantly lied on Spaces.
Yeah, like, and also like you got to think, man. Like while all of this press around him, like I've mentioned him to you like over a year ago. How about like this guy's awesome. It was all
he fell in love with.
It was all okay. I did, and I even remember when he was at the on the Congress talking about crypto with a bunch of also crypto CEOs. He was wearing like shoes. He didn't like tie the laces. And people like talked to him about that. He was like, I don't know, they came like that. Like trying to show that he's like this guy that doesn't.
He's a normal
shit.
guy.
Like, and it's all bullshit. And like I'm confident. Like listen, man, FTX. How much? 14 billion? I don't even remember the numbers.
I don't even remember. 44 billion.
44. Like I can't remember what it was. But like you just gotta imagine like if you have access to that, like what that's gonna do for you mentally. Yeah, will make you not give a fuck about anything.
He's probably the type of guy behind closed doors that wears Velcro shoes.
Probably. Yeah. Anyways,
that's my hot take for the day.
That's a good hot take. And there's more stuff, but like whatever, who cares? Caroline is the most important thing. And he pleaded not guilty. Great. So,
I just hope he spends some time in jail.
I do
people
too.
Get money back.
I do too. The money thing, who knows? But I hope he spends time in jail.
Yeah.
So, do you want to get into all that typical like it's the end of the year, it's a new year talk, or you want to talk about some other shit? Like, what do you want to do here?
I don't know. What do you get? Like, I'm looking at our.
I feel like I just want to ask us questions.
Okay, let's talk.
All right.
Okay, I do want to bring up something.
There you go.
I had a friend today, or Aaron Hilly. I don't even remember what we call him on the podcast.
Hilly.
I think he stopped listening, so whatever.
So screw him.
He'll hear this in like 6 months.
That's fine.
But
Butler will tell him actually.
Yeah, he was asking me. He's like, "What?" He's like, he's not in the space, so he's like, "Oh, I sold some stocks. I got a bit of cash. I want to throw it at crypto. Which should I buy?" And I realized
you tell him?
I had no idea what to tell him. I realized we're in crypto NFTs, but we're so focused on kind of NFT blockchain stuff that I haven't really paid much attention. Like me personally, recently I've bought Hedera.
And
I
nice.
bought.
Wait, let's pause. You're quietly buying up more and more HBAR?
No, I bought just that when we were talking about it.
Gotcha.
So I bought Hedera.
Also, why am I mad at you for that? Like,
because I bought a little bit more than you.
Yeah,
like, I gotta buy more. You can't have more.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I bought up Tezos.
Yeah.
I just bought that this week actually.
Okay.
Like $40 worth. I don't know, because I was trying to someone helped me out and gave me they gave me NFTs from that blockchain, so I had a wallet.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I might as well buy a bit of the cryptocurrency in case I jump into the space and want to buy into some. It's very distracting what you're doing, but
I'm sorry. I know I never do that too.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's all good. You see the new case though?
Yeah, the new
it's pretty.
case.
I forgot to tell you about it. Isn't it sick? We
talked about it on New Year's.
We did.
You bought a pen. Your sister
I was
got
drunk.
you a pen.
Okay, forget it.
So he's got the Fold 4.
And it's a
pretty dope phone.
It's lit.
That was the highlight of everyone's trip in Vegas.
It really was. You can't deny that it was actually pretty dope.
Cryptocurrency. I bought. How would you say it? Is it Tezos?
You already said it. You said it right, I think.
Okay, whatever.
Tezos.
So I said that to him. I was like, I bought these, but to be honest, I can't give you. I'm not a professional in any way, but I can't give you the information you're looking for. I'm like, if you've got 5K, 3K, I don't even know how much he had. I'm like, I could not, in good faith, say buy this.
Yeah.
Ethereum's on a nice discount. Cardano's like 33 cents Canadian. I'm like, you could buy some of that, but who knows when this bear market's going to be done. It seems like some NFTs, at least on Cardano, are pumping right now.
Yep.
But I don't know. I realize we just don't know. We haven't delved into the cryptocurrency.
Yes.
Crypto token.
So, yeah, we talked a little bit about this before we were on, and I was thinking to myself, what would I say? And I really think we have begun, well, no, we're already in crypto winter for a while, and these big dominoes have fell, and the others will cascade quietly and fade away and whatnot. But I do think we're in the point of like that, the great burn, let's call it that. Remember, Gary Vee has talked about 99% of everything won't exist. I think we're seeing the first stuff really start to blow away, and I literally can't recommend a certain crypto right now. Do you even know crypto.com had concerns of insolvency, and they had froze up the capability to withdraw for like 12 hours so there wouldn't be a bank run?
Really?
Crypto.com.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, like, and if you're wondering where you've seen that before, it's because they're like sponsoring like the Octagon fights, man. Like it's crypto.com.
Crypto.com.
And Binance had a scare too. Like,
well, so whatever, Binance. I don't care about Binance.
I know, neither do I.
We can't even use them in
and
Canada
Binance,
anyways.
Binance is like, we don't talk about it, but they like basically are the ones they're the reason FTX collapsed. We'll talk about that later, maybe, because I can't fully with confidence talk about it now, just because I don't remember exactly how it happened. I have to get brushed up, but let's give it a shot. I can't do it. There was a feud between the CEOs, and Binance was going to buy up a bunch of FTX stuff.
Yeah,
you remember that?
Yeah,
and then they looked under the hood and they were like, "F it," and then they
said something's up.
They removed their position and then started the run.
Yeah, that's right.
And
they
and when you look at it, you're like, this was intentional. And like, there's one tweet about it that I'd saved. I gotta find it, but it was like, this was intentional, which is crazy.
It's like they started the snowball at the top of the hill and pushed it,
but premeditated in a way. Anyways,
interesting.
But okay, what I was saying is that I don't know. I literally think, to be honest, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Cardano, the only way to go. But like, if you're like, it depends on the person. Like, I wouldn't even.
That's what I said.
I wouldn't even tell someone that's just like no, I'm not into NFTs. I'm not into the space for real, to buy Cardano. And it hurts to say that. It really does. I would say, listen, you wanna see something happen? Buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum, buy more Bitcoin. Chill.
I was thinking about it, and I even said it to Hilly. I was like, listen, Cardano, you buy Cardano. Yeah. It's 33 cents now.
Yeah.
Can I actually see it going to $1,600 a token? Do you know how many millionaires it would make?
I do.
We all are playing in that space.
Be great. I have something to say about Cardano. We're jumping ahead, but screw it.
No, don't jump ahead. Let's go with my thought.
Okay. Ooh,
yeah. I'm just saying, like, honestly, with a lot of these cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people are everyone is still early, but like, how many people are in Cardano space? How many people are in Tezos or Remark or Kusama or Polka? Like, are all these gonna really have that jump like a Bitcoin or an Ethereum had?
Well,
because how many millionaires is it gonna make?
But it has happened.
It has happened very early.
It wasn't to the same amount, but it has happened, and the I don't know, the volume.
I hope I eat my words, by the way.
No, I don't.
I hope I do, so that we are millionaires.
Sorry. Yeah, exactly.
Because I'll be like, I guess I was wrong. Darn, as I'm wiping my tears with my $100 bills.
Yeah, right. So no, I do.
What's your thought?
My thought, for real, I think Cardano will rise and it'll get to some awesome levels, but I think it's just going to take way longer than anyone thinks. I think we're looking at like time spans of like 5 to 10 years.
That's what Burns was saying to us. Probably maybe the tail end of 2021. He's like, it's like Cardano's amazing, but it's not going to be like the rise of Bitcoin, the rise of Ethereum. It's going to be a 5 to 10 year old.
The space got discovered and everyone came in and like saturated it and filled it with bullshit, and now it's going to be a slower moving ship. If we had made it in before, then we would have, and if we had made it in before doing exactly what we were doing now, we'd be millionaires. But I think we're still going to get there, just in a different way, different landscape.
Yeah.
But I do think it's going to happen, but different time scale.
Might be a while. I'm excited to see with the technology.
And I also think that, and I really do think, I know I said I wouldn't advise? It's like the question is, who would you advise to buy for a layperson, like that's not in the space, and then what would you advise someone to buy that is in the space? And I think those are two different answers.
That is totally
and
two
Aaron's
different answers.
or Hilly's like half in, half out, so you kind of have to put him with the
Ethereum.
outside. Be like, just buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum,
buy the blue chips that
and
you
just
know.
chill. And like you have Cardano, you've been there, why not? But if someone's like in the space, I know I would actually say get HBAR. I would. I think that's like.
I think there's so many coins that like, and everyone calls them altcoins or shit coins.
Yeah.
That's where like the degens make their money. It was like betting on this shit coin's gonna pump 100%, 150% in the next couple minutes.
Right.
It's like almost like day trading. If for anyone that's familiar with that kind of, I guess, traditional trading.
Yeah.
You've got your long-term holds of like paying dividends, and that's kind of like what staking would be, is paying your dividends in a sense, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But then your day trading would be your degen plays of buying and selling every minute and every day.
Yeah, and I mean that's not how I'm operating at all. Like we know.
No,
that.
I'm not in the space. I'm in the space, but not that deep.
So I think, and I'll add to this because I knew, like, I felt like I was like, I'm not, I didn't expect to be talking about this, though we should be. We can't forget, I just pulled up, like, the ticker or whatever. XRP. They're going to beat the case.
Is that like
this is just like a random list of.
I've been holding XRP. Like, I think we've talked about this before.
We have.
A family member was helping me buy XRP for her, and then putting it on a ledger for her, and that literally opened the door to where we are sitting right now. I saw her for Christmas, and I was like, just so you know, all of this is your fault.
Nice.
She's like, what do you mean? I'm you opened the door to XRP to me and the ledger and all that, and it went not downhill. I would say it went uphill. I went down the rabbit hole, and here I am with a podcast 73 episodes in with my buddy, right?
Yeah. No, I would. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the top 50 right now with in terms of, I don't know, prices or whatever. And realistically, I've held a lot of these, like, but I'm not actually. But I've liquidated a lot. Remember, we started liquidating back 6 months ago now. But yeah, Cardano in terms of is up there as number 9. But we're there. I'm looking at, there's DAI, Litecoin, Polkadot, sure, they're going to do stuff, maybe that too, for people on the inside. I would say maybe, I've always thought about Tron. I just don't have the time to research that. Aave, staking.
A lot of people like Stellar.
Yeah, I was gonna say Stellar too, but like, honestly, I don't have time to look into all these. My whole strategy, and this is a question I wanted to ask you.
Yeah. My
whole strategy going forward is going to change a lot. It's like, especially since, do you remember when we were talking about an episode where I was pissed at Marquez Brownlee because he was like, I'm not at crypto and NFTs, it's not good. Yeah. And I was just like, it's because of how he exists. Like, everyone's going to throw scams at him. I'm like, he has a completely different view than what we see, right?
Yeah, he has no filter. Like, he has a filter, but it's just like spam.
Exactly. So his view on the space is going to be completely different. And I think it sucks because his audience, he can single-handedly sway anything considering the amount of fault. Like, 14 million YouTube, like, you know what I mean? Millions and millions of views. And when he says, it's a scam, and a lot of people have lost stuff and they're seeing FTX, like, way to contribute to the winter. Right? So, but either way, we're not seeing that. But still, one thing he did say that I agreed with is, like, the noise. There has been so much noise. And I'm not even mad about, like, we're Web3 because what means gives us the free reign to talk about anything we want. But we stick to a certain blockchains. We've talked about XRP. We've talked about Cardano. We've talked about Ethereum, Bitcoin. Like, we talked about just some basic ones, but mostly we're actually in NFTs across the place, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like, that's what makes our understanding, like, makes me understand things better. Like, spreading way too thin and diving into all this stuff is just way too overwhelming.
So you want to consolidate where your focus is?
Yeah. I'm not going to be buying all the coins.
You're not going to be buying up and minting and doing all that stuff with NFTs as much.
I very rarely. You know what? One of the things that made me think of that was not just because I'm, like, always, like, busy and missing the mints and, like, forgetting and be like, oh shit, missed that. Also just because with all the guests we have, like I get so friggin' excited for these when these guests come on and you hear them talk about all the shit they're doing and you're like, you're gonna make it, you're gonna make it, you're gonna make it. And I mean, we can say that like because we're still a fraction of this amount of, like, what do we have, 72 episodes and maybe 40 of them have been guests, and like how many of them have been projects, you know, like, so really we've only interviewed a tiny amount, and we know we pick like people that are good most of the time.
I'll say this: out of all the projects we've interviewed,
Yeah.
I think one of them doesn't exist.
That's what I was gonna say. Out of all of them, they've all been like, holy shit, we keep on watching them grow and it's great.
Yeah.
But even still, let's say I just invested in the projects that were on the podcast, it'd still be too much for me to manage, just because of how you know what I mean? So I'm like,
no, yeah, you're right.
I really, and like I told you this, I think in the fall when we were talking offline, I was like, I really just got to stay with like max 5 projects, and like, that's it. I just can't keep up because I'm not in it like fully like that. So I don't know. Back to your question: buy HBAR, buy XRP, Cardano, Ethereum, Bitcoin. That's it. I mean, like,
not financial advice, of course.
No, it is. No, I'm joking. It isn't.
There's a lot. I don't know. For me, I like dabbling. Like today, I spent most of my day at work trying to figure out a Discord custom command. I don't know how to do any of that stuff, but it to me, it was fun to learn. So for me, dabbling in all these different things, like me going over to Kusama and Polkadot and all that stuff, is fun for me to learn. So I'll probably still continue to do it. Do I spread myself too thin and kind of, you know, not focus? Maybe I can make more money focusing on like investigating
like
actual teams and doing my actual research, like rather than just spreading myself thin and going blockchain to blockchain to blockchain, which I don't necessarily do.
Yeah.
But I do in a sense.
No,
you know
that makes sense. It's and it's just because of like the podcast kind of does that for us too. We kind of have to spread.
For me, I kind of do it as content creation.
Exactly.
Too.
That's what I'm saying. We kind of have to. So I don't know. Well, do you want to go? This is so ridiculous. Do you have any predictions for? No, we'll ask that at the end.
No, I'll say it.
You want to do it?
Predictions for 20.
You have any predictions for 2023? It can be across the space.
Okay. I want our podcast to actually go Web3.
Oh, that's good. Nice. Okay, I like that.
You know what I mean? Because technically, we're like a Web2 business right now.
Yeah, we totally are. Yeah.
So I want us to do something that makes us Web3.
One word that sounds like 2 words. Uniscroll.
The Uniscroll or a Remark protocol, NFT, something. I want to do something so that we can say our podcast, it's Web 2, but we've also done we cover content on Web 3, and we do have a Web 3 component.
You were chomping at the bit to answer that because I said, "What are your predictions?" And you're like, "I want to make a podcast."
That's my prediction.
That's
we're going to do something.
Well, no, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Actually, yes.
It's not on our. I guess what would you say? We're not a project, so we don't have a roadmap. But I would like to do. My prediction is that let's.
Yeah, I'm down with that. We should.
For the actual space. I feel like.
Sorry.
What?
I said we should, but I'm like, one of the reasons is because we have so many, like, we had Fettuccine last week and we had an idea. Moonbearer.
Yep.
We were talking offline. We were like, that's a great idea. The problem we have is we have like friggin' 10,000 ways to do it, and we haven't decided on one.
We could do it by committee and get the other 3 horsemen or 2 horsemen. Or get together with our producer.
Let's bring a producer into the fold and we'll decide that.
There you go.
All right, sorry, you keep going.
I know, you're just... Anyways.
All right, I'm done.
You're focused on something on your hand. I don't know.
It's because there was fuzz in my mouth or some shit. I was like, how did this get here?
All right. Okay, predictions for 2023. I think we're going to see a lot more NFTs disappear.
Yeah.
What I really liked about what Fettuccine said, and I totally agree with him, and this is why a lot of projects are just going to disappear. They don't come at it as a business. It's just like, listen, we even tried it with a couple buddies in the space. Let's do a project. None of us have, we didn't have that business. We didn't come at it from a business side of thinking. It was just like, oh, we have this idea. Let's get some artists. And I mean, it never came to fruition. And it's just like, it is what it is. But I don't think a lot of, like, look at Clay Nation and like these big projects, Angel Baby, like they're coming at it as a business. And I think that's what we need to see.
What
But I
across
think
which blockchain?
any of them.
Okay.
Like I really think, and I'm so sick of saying it, but I think the Kusama whole remark, that might be the reignition of excitement for NFTs.
For you.
For maybe even anybody. Like once that we could see the potential, because it's like it's gonna get stagnant where it's like, okay, great, Angel Babies is a business. Okay, they got t-shirts. Okay, you can have entry to a club. You can get discounts on hotels. Like where does the excitement, like they kind of end up start doing the same stuff. Oh, okay, metaverse. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I think what's going to happen, the prediction is that finally we'll have a metaverse open that's worthy of the hype.
You think that'll be Pavia?
I don't know.
What did they say in
is
their
Sandbox or Pavia? I feel like those in our world, I know there's many more, but in our world it seems like we're waiting on Pavia or Sandbox. Because I'm still rocking with properties.
What did nice? What did they say in their open live the Pavia live event? Did they have? Obviously, they're not going to say.
I'd never listened to any Twitter Spaces. They only had the 3 1-hour windows where you could go into Pavia and run around.
But they weren't.
I don't think I remember here. It was just music playing, like stadiums and
yeah,
stuff.
but there was no like things of like coming late 2023.
There might have been a bunch of Twitter. I wasn't focused on it. I just wanted to get into the metaverse and see what the hell was going on.
Yeah,
I don't focus on Pavia because it's like, until they give me a date where, hey, beta's going to be opening. Yeah. It doesn't matter what they're building. I know they're building. Like, so you know what I mean?
You trust them?
I do.
Okay. Well, that's you
because
that's not lightly. Like that's what when do you ever trust? You barely do. So the fact that you trust Pavia is a big deal.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, I do.
And I'm not even a big holder in
but
like I feel like Cardano needs that. They need Pavia to succeed. Not that they're going to fail without Pavia, but I think that's going to be like, holy shit. People are going to be like, okay, let's jump on it.
Well, you saw, remember I was saying, I forget what the outlet was, but it was like a pretty prominent one that was like metaverse on the Cardano network has like a very well received like view, like, and it was like, you know,
yeah,
I think I mentioned that article. So like if they pump and do what they're supposed to, I think we'll see a lot of positive press, and yeah, it'll boost the blockchain for sure.
Yeah. So I guess I'll just say my predictions are a metaverse is hopefully a metaverse opens. Okay. I don't know. I don't even know. Like it's not even a prediction. That's just like a hope.
Okay. So here's
we're still going to be in a winter for a little bit.
Yes. So okay.
What is your 2023 prediction that you have? One or two or none?
I'm going to start with one that, yeah, you know what? It's funny because most of what I did when I was thinking about predictions was stuff that I didn't believe. Where I was like, I saw this, I was like, that's dumb.
So where'd you see it? Like you saw an article? Like,
well, this actually, it was BitBoy. Was like, and I mean,
isn't that the dude that was going around like Bahamas trying to find friggin' SBF? Do you ever see those videos?
BitBoy was doing that, you think? Really?
Is he the bigger white dude?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he went to like where was he? Bahamas?
Bahamas.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was videos of BitBoy in Bahamas, like going to different places. Like he was live streaming. I'm looking for SBF.
Oh, I did not know. I didn't hear about that at all.
Oh.
And not like I'm a listener of BitBoy, to be honest.
No, I know. It's just like you came across him and
yeah,
you're
just
listening.
No, because I thought this was hilarious.
Okay.
Well, I guess, but I mean, I liked it. But one of his predictors was that Cardano NFTs would surpass Ethereum NFTs in volume in this year.
Cardano NFTs will pass Ethereum.
What do you think?
That's a bold prediction because there's a lot. I mean, if you weed out a lot of these like crap that's on Ethereum, there's a lot of crap on Ethereum. But that's where the money is. So Cardano NFTs will surpass.
That's a bit much, eh?
I don't know.
We don't have numbers. I think we're just going over. I can say that the sentiment, I think, when I think about it, I think the sentiment could be there. As in, like, I don't know about numbers. I don't know the TVL or whatever.
We don't do research.
Like, I haven't seen the numbers on that, but it's just like, it seems like that's not probable. But people thinking Cardano has more quality and more like overall, let's say there's like, 70% of them are quality on Cardano versus like 30% of them being quality on Ethereum. I think things like that could be true. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like the quality of the NFTs could be there. So
we have seen an influx of Ethereum people and projects coming over.
So I think to make a prediction, I think that's a bit too much. Like to say we're going to overtake
too
Ethereum.
Optimistic?
In volume. Does that just mean in trade? Like I don't know how he defines
trading
that.
Volume or like project.
Yeah,
I don't know.
There's too many there that I don't understand there, but I do think that Cardano NFTs will continue to grow, and we're gonna see. We are gonna see higher. Like I think everything in Cardano will rise floor price wise. The value is just gonna increase.
I mean, it's the last 2 weeks, or not even this week. Stuff's been pumping, and I have no idea why.
Yeah, I think like it might not necessarily. So that's my one prediction. I think the Cardano NFTs are going to continue. They're going to be better and better and better, and we're going to get more and more people flooding in. That's what I actually think for sure.
I think that's inevitable because it's such a good chain. Like it's just a great community. I mean, we've gone on about it for 73 episodes.
It's true. It's true. Yeah. So you want to hear my next one? You might like this. I think Solana's TVL and activity will dwindle to like dismal numbers. Like let's say Solana's operating at like 100% now. I feel like Solana will be like 20, like will shrink by like 60% of its volume, TVL, everything. So I think,
it's hilarious.
What?
I have you looked at the markets today?
No.
Have you looked at Solana's pumping?
No.
It's up 25% today.
Doesn't matter.
I know. I just say it's just funny.
It's funny because I saw it here, and there's a Solana lobby. There is. I don't know what. There's got to be like.
I keep seeing that with Solana, people. Yeah, people talking in chats
because
in Discord.
It does not make any sense.
You know what's hilarious? I'm positive. I was in the F35ers podcast Discord today, and people are like, "It's so," or no, maybe it was in another chat. Anyway, somebody was saying like, it's so weird that like Elon mentions something and Solana just takes off, but then it's like Elon mentions Cardano and nothing, or Doge and it goes down. Yeah. It's like it's something about certain people say Vitalik says something about Ethereum and Solana and it pumps.
Yeah.
And it's like, why does Solana keep pumping? I don't understand. Like, is Solana just like a...
Well, I mean, I'm not going to stick on it too long because we love to hate it, but there's good reason. And we did see the article about the person saying they inflated all the volume, the transaction volume. There was a glitch that basically, like, every time a smart contract or whatever happened, they like doubled it. Remember that? From way back?
Yeah. I remember that.
And then of course Frank and D-Gods, like,
they're leaving.
They left.
And
not even like porting, just like we're leaving an entire blockchain, and they're huge.
Yeah, there's number one. Wasn't the number 1 and 2 projects on Solana left?
Yes.
What was this? D-Gods, and what was the other one?
I want to say Utes, but that wasn't it.
Utes. It was.
Okay.
Was it Y00T?
Zero, yeah.
S?
So like when you look at something like that, anyways, whatever. And also I've just seen it described as a database. So not a blockchain. So I just don't have, I mean, who knows? Maybe this prediction is going to be completely wrong, but I think it's going to shrink in volume or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, and my other prediction is that XRP will like skyrocket. They'll beat the case. They'll beat the case. The case. That's all I want.
Like, what's XRP's price at?
Just beat the case, XRP.
I know when I bought it, I can't remember. It was sometime in 2021. Like, I think the second half of 2021. I bought it for like, I've never seen it go below that. I bought it at like 30, less than 30 cents. And it's at 47 cents now. So
there you go.
I should like DCA and just slowly grab something.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. What here's some things. Why don't we like, I love how we rabbit holed like hardcore there. I think we asked each other one question and both spoke for like 10 minutes each.
I'm all right with that. I like these episodes.
What's so speaking of, let's get into the questions about us and what we've done.
I like long walks on the beach.
Okay. Honestly, so do I. Like, that's not even a joke.
I know you do. I don't, but I just figured it would be something stupid to say.
Gotcha.
I'm a Gemini.
Oh,
are these not the questions you're asking?
It's not the questions I'm asking. Okay. Talking about non fungible guys now?
Yeah.
What's your favorite episode?
Ooh.
That's hard. I don't even have an answer for this.
Of 2022 or of 73?
2022. Thank goodness. Yeah. I have the list here, so I'm gonna go.
Lucky you.
Through it. Man, there's a lot.
Ooh.
When do we do all this?
Like, damn.
Okay.
I don't know. That's hard, man. Like you had Ugly Bros. We had four. You know what? I always go back to 4 or 5 Jeff and Ren Ellis.
Yeah.
Like that was one of the, because we went on. I think with Surge, we went on for 2 hours.
Yeah, man, that sucks because that was 6 months ago.
Yeah, I know, and it seems like it was such an eternity. Because I was gonna say Jonathan Little.
Yeah.
We had Moon Bear. Like that was a good episode.
That was.
Bitfalls.
Bruno was great, but also let's not forget Jared.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Remember
was
how
Jared 2022?
Yeah, he was. Remember how our mind was blown? Bitfalls was in March, so I feel like maybe we don't have to pick a thing because there's definitely some ones that stuck out to us. Bitfalls was in March, and I think we both just love that episode because we were like, whoa.
Yeah, because it was a play to earn, and we didn't really know like guilds and all that stuff.
No. Bitfall. Remark.
Sorry, Jared?
Remark and then Jared. Yeah, Jared was a good. Yeah.
Oh, I have a prediction. We're gonna have producer Paps on an episode.
Oh.
That's a prediction for
Those aren't predictions.
2023.
Ryan's just every time I say, "What do you predict is gonna happen?" He's like, "I'm gonna do this," and I'm like, "Okay,
That's a
great."
prediction.
It's not. This guy kills me. 4 or 5 Jeff was a good episode. Like that was so exciting. Yeah. Oh man. But
is this a prediction? We're gonna grow our fan base. Our fan base will grow. Is that a prediction?
Yeah. But
is that good enough?
But it's not risky.
Okay.
It's
well,
like
you want me to give you a risk one?
No, we're talking about episodes now. Yo,
you got me all flustered now with predictions.
Freedom 35.
Yeah.
Urs.
Well, we did a couple episodes with that.
Yeah, right. Well, we were on theirs. They were on ours.
This is turning into my favorite episode. Damn, man.
There's a lot. Showtime.
Crypto Raggies. Like
Crypto. Yeah. Yeah.
I had to just pick one. Gun to my head.
I don't know. If you can pick 3.
Oh, I get 3. Okay. 4 or 5 Jeff, Red
Cardop.
Ellis.
Yeah.
I think might be number 1.
Wow. All right.
I just remember we had such a fun time, like laughing and like joking around. It was such a good episode. Like,
yeah,
it felt like we
you're
were
right.
just at the bar having a drink with 2 other guys. Like,
that's true.
And 2 more. Okay, give me one of yours. While I go in show notes and try and look at it.
Okay. Here's one of mine. It's good because I was just scrolling and I don't know how. Ben Mesrick.
Yeah.
That's so good. Yeah. So there's one of mine. There's no order to these, like, but that was good. You know what I also really liked, man?
What?
Blake CNFT. I had such a good time.
You really did. And that was
Like,
that was our first live, like,
yeah, that was in November. Blake CNFT, the episode we did in Las Vegas in the hotel room, that was 12 minutes. That was a good episode because it was so bad. I don't know. I think I'm butchering this. Surge. That episode was wild. Longest episode ever. Longest episode that we've done by far.
You know what? Okay, if I just saw a list. I shouldn't have forgotten. Old Money was I love that's one of my top episodes.
Fucking Money.
That was another top episode.
Yeah.
Tam, yeah, it's going through these, like,
Jonathan Little was great too. He really, really was.
That was a good episode because
and Showtime. And I'm not just saying that because we love Showtime. I'm literally like, when we started and he just started going in about all the stuff he was doing, I was like, holy shit, this guy's intense. Like, he knows his shit. It was really, really good.
he's in the space, man.
Yeah, like deep.
Oh,
like
that's the end. Showtime's actually the end of the show notes for this, like,
for our volume 2.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
So there you go. He's the start. I don't know, man. Yeah, I would have to say 4 or 5 Jeff, Old Money, and I'm trying to look at recent ones. I had a lot of fun with Moon Bear.
Yeah, I did too. You know why? It's because, like, Moon Bear was a different blockchain, and like it was cool that we got the energy from the community that we're in now. You know, what I mean? Like,
and like he kind of opened the doors for ideas of like,
yeah,
this is what we could do. Like, we could take the podcast where potentially other people have never done.
Yeah, it was really, and even when the podcast was over, I was like, okay, guys, I'm leaving. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was good. So that answer is a bust. So we've got a lot, but they're all, and of course, you know, every episode that we record is my favorite episode. So, yeah.
Was yeah, I guess so.
Was ya?
I got nothing.
What do you got?
Nothing on that one.
Okay.
I'll take your word on it.
Shut up. What is an episode that you were like, no, not an episode, but we're going to go good, bad, or maybe we're probably just going to go.
Okay. Favorite episode, least favorite episode. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, actually, it's not even an episode. I was going to say, what's a project that you don't love as much anymore?
That I don't love as much.
Actually, I'm kind of
I don't want
trying to say it because I already know the answer for mine, and you actually already gave the answer. You were like earlier on. You were like, well, you didn't say it, but earlier on you were like,
prior to
there's one project that doesn't exist anymore.
Well, okay, let me.
That's what I was gonna say. For me, that's my answer.
That's your least favorite episode we did, or
no? It's just I can't really.
I liked the episode.
No, the episode was good actually. I really liked it.
Yeah.
So it's not really about the episode. Actually, I was just gonna say. So I was thinking that project, but I was writing episode. But I was saying episode, and I was like, no, that's not what I want to say. I want to say what's a project that you're not that you're your least favorite is kind of what I want to say.
My least favorite
project. Well, mine is because it doesn't exist anymore, and it's Alchemist of Ada.
Yeah, I'm trying to look it up. I don't even think their Twitter exists anymore, so I think they're gone.
So the reason I want to mention that is because we're like going through the list. We're like loving all these people that we're having on, and a lot of these projects. Actually, all of the projects we've had are all like moving, building, and doing what they said they were going to do on that they declared to us, and they're all doing it. There's only one project that failed like spectacularly, and when we were offline we talked about it, and I was just like, holy shit, like we kind of just got some weird vibe, and it wasn't about like the person. It wasn't about the person.
I don't remember his name. I forget.
No, it wasn't about the person. It wasn't even Rook? Him. Yeah, it was Rook. It wasn't about the person. It was just like, it doesn't. We realized after, we were like, you know what? There's some things that we didn't notice that we don't know how it's gonna do, and then it failed.
Yeah.
So that sucked.
Yeah, fair enough.
So that's my project. The project I'm like that I don't like, or whatever my question was. It's Alchemist.
I'll agree there. Like it
failed.
Yeah, I had some reservations about not necessarily promoting the project, because I mean we had them on, we talked, that we gave them the platform.
We did a giveaway.
Yeah, so I don't think it would, like, it was just, I was hesitant because I was like, I don't know, like it's just a one man show, does the artwork, does the I don't know how it it was gonna succeed, I guess.
Where's the team behind it? It didn't have.
Generally, it's a
that's
team.
That's what it was.
And you're usually doxed.
The team. It didn't have all the pieces. Like
we just saw what has worked, and we looked at this and saw afterwards. We're kind of like, it's
not ready.
Yeah, I don't think it's ready, and it's probably not going to work.
And the artwork was fine. I like that artwork better than some of the projects that have made it.
Yeah,
I liked it. I bought some.
All right, let's flip this to something. I guess I'll just throw it at you.
Yeah.
I have the answer for myself, but most surprising episode we like.
Oh, that's a great question.
Most surprising in the fact that like you had an expectation, and then it's like you started talking about the project, and you're like, holy shit.
Okay, that's a great question. That's a really good question. I have one of them came to mind right away.
Yeah,
and then
it's probably the same one I'm gonna say.
But then I'm like, I don't know if that's
what I'm going for.
No. I don't. No, I think I get your question. I'm just trying to think. This is what comes to my mind right away. Is there something else that I'm missing? So I'm just going to do a skim through the episodes to see if there's anything else that stands out to me. But right away, I want to say Daisuke or Ada Ninjas. I just didn't expect that they had all that going on, but I feel like there's something else I'm missing.
There is. It's going to be the one I'm going to answer for. But
should I look first?
I didn't think of Ada Ninjas, which they changed their name. What are they now?
I stumbled.
It's a different D.
I stumbled it, and I was like, it's because I don't remember.
It's like DANKESTU. It's not. You bought Daiusi or
I bought Daisuke or whatever.
Yeah,
and they're
Daisuke.
They're Denketsu.
Yes,
They rebranded.
Danketsu, yeah, they rebranded and changed the name.
Yeah.
But you know what's amazing about that project? It's kind of like Angel Baby with Fettuccine.
Yeah.
You're like, holy shit, they're coming at this from every angle, and this is a business. That's why they'll succeed.
Exactly.
But the most surprising for myself, because, or do you want me to go while
wait.
you're still skimming?
I want to see
Take
if
a
I
guess?
can guess what you're gonna say.
Okay.
And you're gonna say Space Otter Society.
Nope. I do love Space Otters. That was my favorite mint of 2022 for myself, because I was able to get the Otternaut. I didn't get the full like squad with all the benefits, but I hit the Otternaut and I was able to get the spaceship and all that stuff. So that was one of my favorite mints.
Was it
most
fettuccine?
Successful.
What is it? I give up.
Pachinixi.
Damn it! I'm so mad. Yeah, you're right.
That was the most, because
I was going to mention them for something else. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good point.
That was my most surprising, where it was like, we just had a brief conversation with the guy. I forget his name.
That's Fito.
Yeah. We had a brief conversation and you had started the conversation. I was kind of just around.
Yeah.
And then when we got and did the episode, and I was like, this guy's like he's reading his brain waves and putting it into an algorithm, and that should just blew my mind.
You know what? You're right, because that episode, and that's like one. If there's a list of people that I'm like, I love these people and I don't connect with them enough, and I should. Toxica being the number one person that I love and that I don't connect enough with, and Fito is like number 2. That guy is like the shit. He's that and that. You're right. Yeah. Okay.
That was the most surprising.
That
where
was
it was
the
like,
most surprising.
And even talking to
that's my answer now too.
I'm gonna shout out to Bo, because he ended up from the Shack and Bill Murray NFTs Discord and all that. He listens to the podcast, and he went over and he's like, oh man, he's like, I went on a walk. He even DM'd me like just 2 words. He's like, I have to put this thought down so I can what's the word I'm looking for?
Recall it later.
Yeah, recall it later and go over the thought process of it. And I was like, wow. He's like, that's an awesome episode that you guys did with Patch and Nixie. So
yeah, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, because I was scrolling fast and I can't remember where it was. A fall episode. It was right 62. After CNF KeyCon, right?
62.
Techno Shamanism and the Metaverse Explored via Yeah, that's a really good episode. It's actually. There was this girl that I was like meeting, and she was like, I don't know about this, and she's an anti-capitalist, right? And she was like, you have a crypto or a podcast, this will never gonna work. And I was like, that's cool, let's be friends. And we are. And this was the episode I sent to her, because I was like, if you want to like approach this from a completely different way, listen to this. She never listened, but I sent it to her because I was like, this is probably the best episode for naysayers and people that it's a really solid.
I wish like you said, like with reaching at the top, I wish I pop into Patch and Nixie Discord every so often. So but I'm not paying attention enough to like know exactly. I think phase 2 of their minting just opened. Oh,
you know what? I gotta buy then.
So
I gotta make a note for that. Like legit, that's
it's a very...
We're shilling it so hard right now, eh?
Listen, it was a surprising eepisode. It's just like Jared and just like Fettuccine and like the other one. What was the other one you mentioned?
Denkatsu.
Yeah, Eight of Ninjas. Because with Eight of Ninjas, Zusan.
Yeah, nice. Good
Zusan,
memory.
Right? Yeah. He had reached out to us saying, hey, could I come on and kind of promote? And we're like, okay, sure. And I knew the name of the project. Yeah. And then when we started talking, I was like, holy shit. Like, you're coming at it from
He's impressive.
Angle.
He's impressive. Yeah.
Super impressive project. And that's the kind of project that they're building, they're doing shit, they're doing like so many avenues, and it's like that's what, and they're pumping hard right now.
Yeah, it's funny because I was thinking, or going back to what we were saying earlier on about like projects that like I'm not going to be doing too much. Realistically, the only projects I'm probably going to be involved in are the ones that we've interviewed
kind
and whatnot. Yeah, and like we kind of mentioned 2 of them. All right. That was good. That was a solid question.
Thank you, sir.
That was good.
I like that you brought up Toxica, because we need to get on and do a live stream or have them on again.
Yeah,
even if they come on to
great souls.
And if they are, it was Rona and oh my god, I'm drawing a blank.
I don't know.
Boley's his name on Discord.
Boley, yes, thank you.
But what's his?
I don't know. Boley.
Boley and Pumpkin.
Pumpkin Queen. Yeah.
Yeah. God, I feel so bad.
I'm glad you remembered Boley.
Carlos. Okay. Boom! I knew it was right there. Carlos and Rona
and dude from CNF TCon. Evo. Nice. Look at you.
I know. It's the parts of those random knowledge I have, but they're such great people, man. Like I love.
They really,
even
really
if they come on and just talk movies with us.
I would be fine with
we
that.
could do an NFG episode that's just strictly movies.
Okay. You said it online or doing it. Yes.
That's fine with me. Okay. Toxica.
Cool. Yeah, let's
reach out because you know what
they promote. Let's get them
definitely
on.
promote.
Let's get them on again this year, and
there's my prediction. We're gonna have them on.
Honestly, I hope it comes true.
I hope, yeah. And Rona, I know you're writing a book. Book.io. Get her on your platform.
That. Yeah. Cool. That's cool.
Future, past, present. Get them all on there. That's another project.
What?
We need to have book.io on because they're doing amazing things.
Pissed at book.io.
They're doing collections. They're doing they're airdropping books if you hold so many. But there's so many books that's out there right now, and they just keep pumping. They're just they're doing amazing things with the e-reader.
And you know what's funny? Explaining book.io to people feels like re-explaining crypto and NFTs from the start because they're like, I can just get book. Why would I need
buy an e-reader and download it for free? I'll torrent it.
I was like, I don't have the time for this energy. And I was like, look into it if you want. I was like, screw it, but you don't get it.
Best way to describe it: they have a platform. You have a book. That's the NFT. Each individual thing that you have, your NFT is half a key. The program has the other half of the key.
Yeah.
They once you connect them together, they have a full key, and now you can read the book.
Okay.
If you don't have the NFT, you only have half a key, so you can't read the book.
And that makes sense. That was cool. But people were like, oh, well, they have a book that's in the public domain, which means it's free. Why would I buy this?
Special covers, artwork.
And they're like, oh, that's not good enough. And I was just like, and the thing is, I was like, you know what? We got to get them on the podcast. But either way, there's a reason, and it works, and it makes sense. And I think it's a big deal. What was your favorite mint?
I said Space Otter Society already because of...
No, you didn't.
I did. We were talking briefly about it where you said Space Otter. And I said, no, that was,
Oh, you did?
When we were talking Pachinixi and all that stuff, you're like, Space, because I was saying most exciting. And I was like, no, it's not my most exciting. It was just one of my favorite mints because it was one of my successful mints for.
Gotcha. Okay.
But
what was my most successful mint? Sorry.
Oh, I know.
Well, what?
I don't even know if it was 2022 though.
Okay.
I think it was early 2022 for you.
What are you thinking?
For you?
Yeah.
It would be Pavia.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Easily.
You nailed the...
Yeah, that
you
is.
You got the 9 plots.
That is the 2022. I forgot about that. Well, I didn't forget, actually. I thought about that, but I was like, that's not fun.
Most successful mint. I haven't minted stuff. Space Otters was my last actual mint, I think.
Wait, are we talking mint or secondary buy? For me, my Denkitsu is the only thing that I remember now because you reminded me about it.
Oh, come on.
What?
Your most favorite... I wouldn't say... Okay, your most favorite buy would be your Juke Boy.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I didn't give a shit what the project was doing or what the prices are.
That is me.
I'm like... Yeah, I mean, if you've ever seen the podcast cover, you'll know what a Juke Boy looks like because it's me and it's on the podcast cover.
Yeah. So
that is my Web3. It's my Instagram avatar. You don't have social media, but I use it for Instagram too.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
It's
you reached for your phone and I saw you your hand moved and then you stopped yourself. That was entertaining. I could see the internal brain where your hand moved and you're like, nope.
You don't know me.
I do know you. I saw you go to reach for your phone.
You saw me scratch my belly to try to deflect it. I was like, yeah, it's my intent. I was just
you wanted to show me the profile picture,
but so bad.
I know.
You saw that? And my hand was just like.
Yeah, you stopped yourself. That was the internal battle while you're talking. That was great. Oh my god, that was hilarious.
Holy crap.
See, hey, whatever. This is why our podcast is awesome.
Hilarious.
So, okay. Most successful mint would have...
What about for you?
For me, it would be my... every secondary buy... you're obviously excited about the secondary buy. Because I don't, go on JPEG store... trying to buy rare traits and flip them.
No.
So I'm going there with a purpose to buy something I want. So they're all kind of ugly bro. I finally got into Ugly Bros. Remember we flipped it and then Serge is like, how you selling my shit?
Yeah. That's awesome.
But, biggest flops I've had this year.
Sure.
I miss the overexposed mechanism mint.
Yeah, that sucks. That's
because I screwed up my
hands down. Yeah,
my biggest flop was jelly cubes. I had the whitelist from 30.
Yeah.
Which those two things we've talked multiple times. Good. But like, I think jelly cubes like 4,008 a floor now. Like, yeah, it doesn't hurt at all. But I think those were my two.
What's something you're proud? What's an NFT you're really proud of? Actually, wait. I guess for me, I can't even remember biggest flop. Like I know my biggest flop, Alchemist of Ada. I'm looking at it right now.
That actually got me.
I have two of them. I know. I saw that laugh. I was like,
you actually got me.
That is my biggest flop, easily, hands down.
Oh, I'm not even thinking about that. My most successful for me personally, I guess, you know what? Other than Space Otters, would be minting my Bill Murray NFT.
Yeah.
Because I never thought I'd be able to get one.
Yeah. Ethereum mints. Yeah. Really good.
Like, I forget, because we're so focused on Cardano, but like.
Yeah, but no, that
Bill Murray thing was like.
Now that I think.
That was massive for me.
Yeah. Now that
producer
I think
Emma just got home.
Yeah. There was another producer we had way back. Oh, man. You know what I messed up? I got to look at. So what's interesting is that.
Sorry if you hear the guinea pigs.
I'm trying to find my talisman, my Kusama wallet, because I have way more NFTs in there than you think. That I thought even.
I pay attention to your wallet.
Oh, right, you do.
I keep up to date so that you were up to date.
So I don't have to. Yeah, good point. Also, Properties was December, right?
Properties was like 2021.
Yeah, another mint I'm happy with. Yeah, is the BNFTs. I really think that's I'm really future facing on that. Like, I'm really looking at those and thinking.
Yeah, because you went all in and bought the set so that you could get a percentage of the what's it called, the
royalties or whatever,
the royalties off of his
movie.
But what's it called? Screenplay.
Yeah. And I've also, I didn't even know if I told you this. Whiteboard Crypto had a private Discord group that I was a part of, so they would airdrop me Ethereum NFTs.
What?
Yeah, and I never did anything with them because I was like, I have no time for this.
So you have this whole wallet with NFTs in it, and you don't even.
Yeah, I don't even know if you've ever seen this.
What? You will.
They're not loading right now, but there's a bunch. Like, look at this. I own that. I can send all these to you if you want.
You don't. Well,
I know, I'm just joking. Lands.io, drop number 4. I got that. Lands Estate Metaverse. But then there's just a bunch of random shit, like Bully Apes Collection, like whatever that is. Whatever.
That's kind of like my Cardano wallet. I'm going through it right now.
Random stuff, yeah. Witch Ball Ape Whitelist. Like, what? Why do I have?
Listen, before I guess we're getting to the end.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to our Toronto boys. You got Serge from Ugly Bros.
Yeah.
Bobby from Cardopoly.
Yeah.
Lua, who's in Ugly Bros.
Yeah.
And the guy that hooked us up with Ugly Bros, like, got us the whole ball rolling. River Rock.
He's not Toronto, but like,
he's not Toronto, but I got to give him a shout out. Also,
damn it, what's this guy's name? He was at the meetup. He lived in Markham or whatever.
No, he lives up north.
And we couldn't remember. Yeah. I know you just couldn't remember his name.
It's on the tip of my tongue. It's the real estate.
No, I wasn't even thinking him, but he's awesome. What's his name? I'm like,
they're all Ugly
Brett?
Bros.
No, not Brett. No, I don't know. That's someone else.
Oh,
that guy's cool though. Remember we saw him in CFT? I couldn't believe it. That was amazing.
Oh, your buddy, the Nomad.
Yeah. And Anomalous.
I'm thinking of him, yeah, but you're talking.
But I'm also thinking of the guy that lived in Markham. He was quiet, like Akira. No, what was his? He was at the Ugly Bros meetup. Whatever, no big deal. He was there. Was cool.
Either way, shout out to the community, or our Canadian community. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ontario.
Yeah.
And what else? I mean,
River Rock Homestead. Yeah, I feel like there should be like shout outs.
I mean, we could go down the list of talks.
Just listen to the podcast and see who was on.
Yeah, really. Like, there's so many to thank.
Yeah, a lot. There's Nighthawk too. Like,
yeah, so many people that we've that have kind of helped us out.
Yeah.
And just, pushed us, like, even Paps. Shout out to you, Paps. I mean,
of course. Yeah,
like,
Paps is like,
fuck, you opened our eyes
so much.
Like, to Kusama. And I know we joke around with producer Paps and all that stuff, but I mean, to us, it's like.
That's his name.
Yeah, really. I mean, you're like, you reach out and you're like, hey, check out these people. Like, you're helping us a lot. And I don't take it for granted, for sure. One day we'll pay you something. I don't know. Once we'll all make money together.
He doesn't need us.
No, he doesn't.
You know what else we had on in February? Conrad.
Did we? Was it February?
February. I'm looking at it now. Conrad, yeah.
Well, shout out to Conrad.
I think he was our first guest of the year. Before that, we were doing like, what's a DAO?
Well,
we actually have to do what's a DAO episode too.
Yeah, and then we got to touch. I want to get kind of back to the roots. Not that we've gone away from the roots of just kind of
have the one plan.
Education.
Yeah, we have a couple now. Like we should do something on Talisman. It operates differently from other wallets that we're used to, interacting with.
Yeah,
it's a learning curve, and I think we're gonna have to dive into that. Explore the Paraverse, if you will. Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, yeah, man. There's a lot of. Yeah. I'm not even say predictions. I'm just gonna say a lot of stuff happening.
Get out of here.
Clearly, I don't know what the definition of a prediction is. So.
Okay, so I don't know. I guess the only other thing I will. Oh man, I don't want to do this, but I'll do it. Whatever. Screw this. Thank you, Ryan, for being a co-host for Non Fungible Guys for 73 episodes. I wouldn't be able to do this without you. Like, not from can't record the episode without you, because I can record this without you. No big deal. But I couldn't do anything else. Like, literally nothing else without you. Like, hey, Devon, did you check this? And what? You're like, this wallet. I'm like, whose wallet? You're like, yours. Your third wallet. I'm like, I don't have access to that wallet. You're like, it's over here. I'm like, oh yeah, there it is. Thank you, Ryan.
No problem, buddy.
And also
looking out for the both of us.
Also dealing with and I don't want to like beat this, but just dealing with my life. The life, you ever seen The Life Aquatic? Like the life of me is not. It's not. I don't know if it's optimized. It's just a little bit wild, and like there's a lot to. I've never had to like coordinate it with anyone as much, and I know it's difficult because it's difficult for me at times. And yeah, thank you so much, man. I don't want to look at you, but like it's a big deal. Like I actually think to myself, I'm like, if it was anyone but Ryan, they would have quit. They would have quit.
You don't give yourself enough credit. Like,
okay, well, whatever. It's just a lot, and it's been good. Like this is a lot, man. We've been doing this for so long.
I know.
Like, I can't really believe. I don't get how we're here. It doesn't make any sense. Like 73 episodes. When did we do this?
I have no idea.
It blows
I'm just
my
thinking
mind.
too. Like we went through Christmas last year. It's like I don't even remember.
I don't
Christmas
remember. I do remember, and this is weird. It's like the shittiest times are like the fondest memories. I remember being in Halifax, hour ahead of you, 4 hours behind where our wherever they were, and we were waking up at like you're waking up at like 1:30. I'm waking up at 2:30 to spend $1,200 on fucking properties.
Yeah,
which I still believe.
We still hold,
but nothing's happened since then.
Well, because
it's been a fucking year. Yeah. Nothing's happened. But like, I was on vacation. Like,
yeah,
like
it's been a long.
And like, but we did it, and. You know what? We're gonna have to talk offline, but it's funny because I'm like, I got no time. I'm just gonna collapse into a bunch of things. But like, my predictions say that Cardano NFTs will grow and Solana will strike. So I don't know. Like we just have to get re-energized back into it. I'm not really sure.
Fair enough.
I'm not sure, but something's gonna happen. But anyways, thank you. Without you, there is no podcast. If you die, I'll just do one more episode and then
just remember where my seed phrase book is.
Oh yeah, actually yeah. I'm gonna update my.
The wife knows it.
Oh, does she? Oh,
yeah,
easily.
I showed her.
Okay, sweet.
She has no idea what to do.
She doesn't know. Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
I was like, she has no idea what to do with that.
Just give me the book. I'll figure it out.
It's fine. He's gone. Doesn't matter. Okay, this is stupid. Okay, let's get out of here.
Well, thank you for the kind words. I couldn't do the podcast without you. And you beat yourself up about, you're such a difficult. Like, really, honestly, it's like, hey, what's your schedule like? Like, you're not that difficult to work with. I don't know how. Sweet. Stop beating yourself up over it. It's been a fun, smooth journey. I don't know, like. Okay. Listen, I got to go to Vegas.
Yeah,
I never thought I'd go to Vegas, and why? Because we started a podcast.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll see. We potentially have like,
and we didn't even mention like, other stuff that's working on. Yeah, this is where we're supposed to like. Yeah, we got big things coming.
Yeah, we got big things coming.
Collaborations and new sponsors.
Thank you, Devon.
Patreon, Ledger, everything, OnlyFans.
Could you imagine? Technically, OnlyFans is another version of like Patreon, or like
we could open an OnlyFans, but what are we going to give them that's extra?
I've already told you what we could do as like if we did an NFT as a podcast.
What are you doing? I don't want to. What kind of stuff you want to do on OnlyFans?
we could literally sell the audio of the podcast.
Oh,
You know, it's not just sexual stuff on OnlyFans. Like, you could do a cooking show on OnlyFans and people could pay for it.
Yeah. Of course.
Everyone associates it with like amateur porn.
Right.
But I'm just saying, you could do. Remember, they tried to get rid of like the
Yes,
triple
I do.
X stuff.
Yeah, I do.
Everyone's
Stupid.
like, we're gonna have a car show on OnlyFans.
Gotcha.
It's there.
Yeah, we can do that. Okay.
But either way, we got other things in motion. We got big things planned for 2023.
Do we?
So stay tuned, folks.
Stay tuned,
Thank
yeah.
you for being with us this long.
Yeah,
Devon,
man.
thank you.
Yeah, it's a fun podcast. We're keep rocking with us.
Hell yeah. So
right.
with that, kisses and smooches to everybody. It's been a while since I said that.
Yep.
Devon, play that music. Funky white guy.
Boy. All right, you got it.
NFGs.
We out. That's sick. Good job.